I cannot read whole of the paper because there is a lengthy paper. First of all, I have discussed what is the basic of derivation. So, in the context of almost all the classical thinkers and philosophers, scientists, and naturopathers like Asqalani and some Arab, Sayyidi, and then some Indian scholars like Kashmiri, Shamil India, Al-Ghazali, Sina, and Al-Farabi, all what they say about derivation. And then I have just shown some new modern perspective of derivation like Sayyid and Bediuzzaman Said Nursi and Hamidullah. And then I have tried to contextualize Nursi in light of all these modern theories about derivation. That remind you, Said Nursi has given a different interpretation to derivation. Somewhere he is related to other Islamic scholars as well. So he is rooted in tradition. But there is also departure. And we have to appreciate that departure also, which is in consonance to modern times, which helps us to understand things. So I am going directly now to Bediuzzaman Nursi. Bediuzzaman Nursi has given a very comprehensive but unique account of the prophethood and revelation, and has related it to science, universe, and miracles in a most beautiful way, accommodating its philosophical and moral interpretation. He describes the prophet to be the interpreter of the science and rest of the universe from more than 1,000 records. So this is important, such as the splitting of the moon and glowing of water planets figures. So he lays much emphasis on the Quranic aspects, not other miracles, because those are not that much present in the world. So Quran is the evident miracle of the prophet. So Nursi has concentrated on that. To start with many scholars, then I have just discussed many scholars. Now coming to Bediuzzaman, he gives the evidence from the Prophet Muhammad in a Turkish tradition, that is Biswabharaty. And in the 19th letter, he describes the all-wise Quran, miraculousness in most convincing manner. He in Jammu and in the 25th word, he has explained concisely 40 ways in which the Quran is a miracle and indicated 40 aspects of this miracle. It's not an easy thing to show the Quran is miraculous in 40 ways, and he has explained. So his concentration was on the miracle of the Quran is very important. Not only at the level of the sublimity of the spiritual, specific and normal principles which the revelation of the Quran espouses, the Quran is a miracle in itself. Nursi says, according to the testimony of the thousands of the brilliant scholars of that time. So far as the literary aspect of Quran is concerned, Nursi also considers Quran as a miracle here as well. So then he has quoted people like Birbhum and Zakari and Jamia Millia and all other important scholars of the Quranic ceremonies. Furthermore, the revelation has the wherewithal to take humanity to its proper understanding. So this is more message of Quran, not on the structure of the Quran. So he says the conversation of the Prophet was such as Aligarh, where someone who experiences it for 1 minute receives lights of rain equivalent to years of spiritual journey. One word of the Quran can take you to such a height where you could reach 1,000 years. It is well known that through reflection, following and imitating, and through the sublime light of the Prophethood, a truly exalted level may be achieved, like through allegiance to his soul and following him. So in this way, Nursi has tried to show what is the importance of the following of the Quran as well as what is the structure of the Quran. Both are miraculous in nature. So he says it has been demonstrated successfully in Risale-i Nur with many proofs and indications that through giving the highest position to the prophet person of the Muhammad in the Quran and including his 4 pillars of belief, and holding Muhammad is the messenger of God, equal to the pillar of there is no God but God. This is the greatest truth in the universe, according to us. And that the person of Muhammad is the most noble of creatures. So there he also shows that Quran is basically the character, depicting the character of the Prophet. So Quran presents this Prophet as the model of the Quranic man. Which type of man should be here? One of the Quran. As Asha was asked, what was the character of the Prophet? She said, I have not got the Quran. Now this linguistic and literary miraculous nature of the Quran is itself a great dimension of revelation. But from the spiritual, this is more important. And moral guidance point of view, the Quran is a living miracle. The Quran has taken care of such dimension of the human life that it brings harmony and balance to both. So Nursi says very important point here. Through making known the nature of this world, through knowledge and light of reading the Quran, it makes those who hear the Quran understand that love and concern for the world is quite meaningless. Now people have got absorbed in the world. So Quran makes us know the fact of the reality of the world. And in this way, Quran takes us away from this worship of the world and makes us to worship the creator of it. So this is a very important point to mention. Nursi rightly calls the revelation of the Quran as gradual in its process. So Quran is also gradual in its process, so far as this revelation is concerned. Talking about the Quranic guidance, Nursi has mentioned several times of the Quran. Or the best book is one that is certain. So this is very important. So it must be embodied guidance for mankind. He explains in the Quranic verse, this is the book this book is superior to anything resembling it. So it must be miraculous. Or it is exceptional and distinction, for there is no doubt concerning it. Because it points out a level path to those who fear Allah. Talking about the guidance of the Quran, again, Nursi says that there is infinite certainty in the Quranic guidance. The essence of it is unfathomable, and it is unencompassable by knowledge. So this is a very important point. As we discussed sometimes, what is the relationship between science and Islam? Quran has not come to promote science because men could promote their science on their own. But Quran has given guidance how to promote in a better way. So Nursi says a non-Muslim needs to shun his religion in order to become scientific. But a Muslim needs to go to Islam to become scientific. So Quran does not ignore science. But Quran is not just telling us what is this science and what is, but it guides us to such a thing where science can be accommodated easily and Islam will not deny that science. So basically the purpose of Quran is guidance. Even for the scientists and the philosophers who are doing philosophy and science. According to the Quran has presented 4 basic principles, this is very important, which are proof of the single maker. Prophethood, the resurrection of the dead, and justice. There are 4 purposes of the Quran. Usually people mention 3. That is Tawheed, Risale-i Nur. But Nursi has given more, that is Adl. One of the purposes of the Quran is also Adl. It has to relate to this world also, to make this world peaceful. So Adl is one of the important principles of the Quran. Nursi has mentioned a very important point that the basic purpose of the Quranic revelation is guidance and not to provide details about science. Thus, it is mention of the universe is a secondary and digressive. For purpose of deduction or istidlal, or it was not revealed to teach geography or cosmography, astronomy. It mentions the universe in order to conclude from the divine order in it. We have to locate for the divine order in the universe. Not to tell what is science, what is cosmology, and it is unique order, the existence of the true order. We have ordered this. We have to see the order, not the order of this world. Order will take us to order, but it will not be a dictator. This is a realistic approach and is not in line with the approach of some scholars who are unnecessarily obsessed with scientificism while explaining Islam. He has provided new perspective about the Quran being the word of Allah, which is superior to the sword. As has been said that the pen is mightier than the sword, same applies to Nursian view of the variety of the Quranic truths. In modern world, where war is considered to be the only option for conquering new countries and coercing hearts and minds to submit before the authority of meriting authorities, Nursi talks about conquering the hearts and minds through the message of the Quran. His views can be presented in contrast to the dubious theories propounded by the Western warlords and their theorists like Samuel Huntington and Bernard Johnson, who don't oppose the creation of civilization theories. So he believed that in the era of reason and knowledge, Muslims' job should be through the right use of the Quran and not through the use of force. To him, each verse of the Quran was much stronger than this word. He used it in a battle. He believed in the power of the word. He says, the way to deal with civilized people is the way tendency, not a way of force which apply to those people who do not understand words any longer. Now we can convince people through their conversation, discussion, dialogue, and imitation, not by force. But previously it was needed. So he has given a new dimension to the Jahad al-Quran, Jahad al-Bi, Jahad al-Kibira, as was mentioned in the Quran phrase also in the Prophet. Therefore, he describes our time as time of the spiritual Jahad. Not against spiritual destruction, not physical but spiritual. The poem Tolstoy's famous statement, "Love and violence cannot be together." It presents an inner contradiction, such a cold fire without ice. So now to conclude, because I have already given slip, and I just want to conclude. I have mentioned so many things in my paper, but I will just say this much, that Nursi's approach is to be seen in the context of the old and new interpretation about the revelation, which have been given our scholars, and we have to contextualize Nursi. We have to own him. And from the Islamic point of view, he is very close to our thoughts, whether it's Indian thoughts, Islamic thoughts, or other thoughts of Islam. Secondly, we have also related Nursi to modern times. And he is very much fit here. And he is guiding us properly, not should our approach towards science and philosophy and other science also. He is not obsessive with either classicism nor modernism. So he is just trying to have positive views about both. So his calls to action, Amni Mazhab and Iman Tahqiqi, these are such notions in Nursi which make him relevant to our time, and it's a tafsir of the Quran, that is Risale-i Nur. I don't agree with the people who say that we should give tafsir word by word and verse by word tafsir, but he has given the tafsir of Quran, it's scattered everywhere in the Risale-i Nur. He does not need to give a classical type of tafsir, and that is more attractive which he has given. So that takes you to Quran and Hadith without mentioning that you are reading Quran or Hadith, and that is the best way we can convince modern mind rather than a classical way of making tafsir of Quran, where you give tafsir of Quran and present so many views of so many scholars, and reader is confused. But Nursi is trying to give what he understands from these verses of studying all the Mufassirin. He is taking cognizance of that also, and then he presents Quran in such a way which makes it easy to you to understand. Understandable to me. I think it is for me. You think it is for you. It is not only for scholars, as we said rightly by Professor Aliah. Every intellectual scholar, professor, teacher, they feel that it is for me. So for the reason they relate themselves to the Risale-i Nur, and this is the relevance of Nursi in modern times so far as Quranic interpretation is concerned. Thank you.